installing the Zoom program is optional. You can also join the Zoom session through your browser. Oh, the link is right here. It says join from your browser. So you don't have to install anything. You can just click that. My screen will appear within your browser window. Okay. Let me share my screen. All right, so if you have joined already, you should be seeing my screen. All right. Okay, so during the lecture, I will keep this on. If you are sitting in the far back and you can see the projection, you can join the web conference session. After the lecture, later in the day, and sometimes this takes a day, the recording of the lecture is going to appear down here. It'll be listed here. Okay. If you don't see it, say tomorrow, and you need it, send me an email, and I'll track down and see what's going on, why it has not appeared yet. All right, so that's going to be the web conference sessions and the recordings. Throughout the lectures, you will see some YouTube recordings. Those are from previous quarters, so those are sort of short, they're sort of cleaned up versions of some of the lectures. They may not be available for every lecture. So if you are looking for a shorter version of the lecture, you can also view these. Okay. I try to have them correspond to the lecture notes, but sometimes I move things around and the YouTube video is not up to date as far as what's in the lecture notes. So it's a little bit different, but it should cover the basics. Okay. And you will see that for most of the lectures, there will be a corresponding YouTube video. The session that I present this quarter is going to appear on this web page. All right, let's move on to the syllabus and talk to you guys about how the course is going to be graded. You will have weekly assignments and Blackboard tests, which are typically multiple choice tests. You're going to go onto Blackboard and complete them. The programming problems are going to be files that you're going to write in MATLAB and then submit to a server that I have, and the server will tell you your grade. I will explain that process in a few minutes. Okay? And that's going to make up 60% of your grade. Each programming assignment will count as 1 point, or I should say, each. If we consider each programming problem as 1 point, the Blackboard tests will count as 0.25. So every multiple choice problem that you complete on Blackboard is going to count as 1/4 of a point. Okay. We will have between 40 to 50 programming problems. They're all available to you. You can view them, but as we go along, I may add or remove them. Okay. The programming problems are going to be finalized by Friday for you guys. Okay. So until Friday, I may add problems, I may remove problems, and the problems are going to be due Sunday night. Okay. I typically won't change it the last. On Friday, I will typically make changes the day before, the week before. But as we discuss the problems, I may need to change them or add them or remove them. All right. The midterm and the final are going to be 20% of your grades. And they're going to be in class. They will involve both multiple choice problems and also programming problems. So you're going to work on a paper where you will solve problems and answer multiple choice questions. And after you complete that, you will hand it in and start working on your computers on the programming problems. You can already see a sample midterm listed here. You can take a look at it. It will show you the types of multiple choice questions that you are going to solve during the midterm. The programming problems, there are no sample programming problems for the midterm. All of your homework assignments count as example midterm problems. Okay? And the setup for the programming problems on the midterm are going to be similar to your homework assignments. Any questions about the grading? All right. The topics for the class are listed here, which essentially cover basic programming concepts, along with some MATLAB specific features and vector and indexing operations. Let's go back to the main page. To contact me and the TAs, I would prefer that you use this email right here. And that email will get to me and the TAs, and we'll be able to respond to you more quickly. Okay, so you'll have more people available to respond to that email. If you have a personal matter that you would like to discuss with me specifically, you can use my email. This office hours are not finalized yet. Once I determine the office hours, looking at all of your schedules, I will have a spreadsheet, and you guys can go and sign up if you plan to be there. That way the TAs won't have to wait if nobody's planning to show up. All right. We'll have office hours. Typically, we try to hold them Friday evening or Friday late afternoons, getting ready to complete your homework assignments if you have not completed them by then, and also Monday during the day, so that you guys can come in and work on any problems that you've had the day before on your homework assignment due date. There will be late submission allowed, so if you don't complete them by Sunday, you can still submit them with a minor late penalty. Okay. I'll describe the assignments in a few minutes. Let's look at installing MATLAB. How many of you don't have MATLAB yet? All right. So we can just get it started. You guys may complete it by the end of this hour. Let's follow this link. It's a Word document that takes you through the steps you would follow to install MATLAB. Okay. So we're going to go to mathworks.com, web page, and create a new account. Use your Drexel email, which is your initials, followed by some numbers. Okay, so mine is AS3344, which means there were more than 3,000 people before me at Drexel whose initials started with A and S. Okay. All right, so you're going to create a new account. Where is that? Let me log out of mine. Sign in, create account, use your Drexel email, and after you create your account, I believe it will ask you for an activation key. And you can add this number right here as your Drexel activation number. Associating this activation license number to your account means you will have access to all the Drexel subscribed products on mathworks.com. The main software is MATLAB. Within MATLAB, there are different options, different products or packages, or in MATLAB terms, toolboxes that you will have access and you will be able to download. Okay. I'll give you guys a minute to complete this step if you haven't already, and let me know if you run into any problems. If for some reason you cannot install MATLAB, or your computer crashes and you get a new computer that you don't have MATLAB on yet, what you can do is go to Matlab Online. I'm just going to go to Google and search Matlab Online, assuming that you have already created your MathWorks account. So that's a required step. You can go to Matlab Online and use a version of MATLAB that's available within your browser. It will not have all the features, but it will have all the basics that we need for our class. It's not going to be as convenient because the files are saved on their servers. You will have to download them and upload them to our assignment webpage. So there are additional steps involved, but if you don't have access to your MATLAB installation, you can always use this. After you log in, you will see a web page that provides you with a MATLAB environment. Okay. If you use this and you are editing a file, I'll talk about how to get started editing files. What you need to do is you need to select your file from here, and double-clicking will open it, and then go to Home tab, and you're going to have to download it. Okay. If you have a file that you've started working on your computer and you want to upload it to this server, you can click on Upload, and it will ask you the location of a file within your computer that you can upload to this website and start editing it here. Okay. If you don't have a computer and you have your cell phone, you can always go to this website and use it from your cell phone. Or you can install the MATLAB app, which again provides you with similar features, basic features that will be sufficient to follow our course. Okay. So not having a computer is not really an excuse. It's not going to be as convenient to use your cell phone, but it's better than nothing.